Podcast Network. This is the Life.Style.Live podcast.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart. Life.Style.Live. Life.Style.Live.
He is the writer/director behind Sometimes I Imagine Your Funeral. On this Life.Style.Live podcast episode, our Amicia Ramsey chats with Vincent Dixon, who in 2021 penned a heartfelt letter to his sister Lauren, who had been battling drug addiction for years. The letter, filled with anguish and unresolved emotions, was never sent. Tragically, just 2 weeks later, Lauren fatally overdosed. Now, Vincent is channeling his grief and love for his sister into a powerful film project. This is the Life.Style.Live podcast on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Life.Style.Live. Life.Style.Live.
Hey guys, if you know anyone who's ever suffered from addiction or you have dealt with it yourself, we have someone who has firsthand experience about it and has even created a film about spreading the message about his relationship with him and his sister. We have Vince Dixon with us to talk about, it's a very interesting title. It says, Sometimes I Imagine Your Funeral. Vincent, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's so nice to see you.
Absolutely. So let's get into this title. I really need to know about it. Sometimes I Imagine Your Funeral. It's really, that's really heavy when you say that. What were you thinking when you came up with this title for the film?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the film is based on a letter that I wrote to my sister a couple weeks before she passed away. I never intended to send her this letter, but basically through all the years of her going through substance use and addiction, I never really felt like I knew how to help her. Mm-hmm. And so I'm getting emotional as I talk about it.
Yeah.
But in trying to process those emotions and figure out how I felt, like I felt helpless, I felt angry, I was scared. And so to try to channel these emotions, I wrote this letter called Sometimes I Imagine Your Funeral. And it was pretty cathartic for me writing out all these feelings. I was so upset with myself and with her. So I was really tempted to send it to her as like kind of a wake up call. Like, hey, like what you're doing is going to lead to me at your funeral. I was sort of imagining like what it would be like and how I would feel and just kind of express that I never knew how to help her. Just
tell me about this letter. So the letter you wrote in 2021, you didn't get a chance to give it to Lauren because unfortunately passed away. But the character Max, he is preparing a eulogy for his sister Chloe. And he's going between these different emotions, good emotions, good memories, bad memories. To me, it all seems normal to be experiencing it because we're humans. But tell me, what pieces of the letter from to your sister Lauren were maybe added into Max's eulogy to his sister Chloe?
Yeah, I would say that the biggest thing that I took from this letter was just that all of those complicated emotions you just mentioned, the guilt, the anger, the fear, and in my real life, when Lauren passed away, I was really close to reading that letter as her eulogy. Yeah. And I was convinced by my now fiance that it wasn't the right thing to do. It wasn't how I wanted to remember her. And so I didn't read that as her eulogy. In the film, Max is basically put into the exact same situation. He's deciding on the day of his sister Chloe's funeral how he's going to remember her. Mm-hmm. Will he remember her through the pain, the suffering, all of those negative emotions? Is that how he wants to remember his sister? So the choice that I had to make on that day is the exact same choice that Max has to make in the film, whether he wants to dwell on those negative emotions or remember his sister for the light she was, like the way she could light up a room and make everyone laugh, the way she would, hold their cat and like smile and like sing in the car. Those are the types of things that I want to remember my sister by. Not all the pain and not all the suffering.
Not only that, you are going to be partnering, or you are partnering with, I want to say it is Community Fairbanks Recovery Center in Indianapolis. Tell me about that beautiful partnership and how this campaign is going.
Yeah, that's right. When I was deciding whether to make this film, because I wrote this film about 2 years ago and it took me a long time to get to a point where like, yes, I want to make this. Mm-hmm. The first step to me to validate that this is the right decision was to find a partner in Community Fairbanks Recovery Center. That's a rehab place that Lauren went to multiple times. And I know that to anyone in like the 40-mile radius of Indianapolis, if they have known someone who struggled with addiction, they know what Fairbanks is. So I'm so excited to explore this partnership with screenings, hopefully with their Recovery Month events in September, to just be able to connect with an audience that has similar experiences and just find places and ways that this film can make a difference. So we're looking for both personal donations and corporate sponsors as well. We're crowdfunding through Seed and Spark, which is a great platform that supports filmmakers. And basically any contribution made, whether that's $10, $20, $1, $100, that all makes a difference to make this film possible. We are looking to get a cast and crew of primarily Indianapolis and Chicago-based actors and crew members. And it's so exciting for me just to be able to make a film in my hometown. Now I live in Los Angeles, and making a film here is a lot different than making it in Indiana. And I think it will add a lot of authenticity. So I'm really, really excited for it.
I love that. Well, Vince, thank you so much for being with us. I want to just end on this, something you said in the movie trailer for your film. It just says, the moments of beauty in between the bad. That's how I hope that everyone will remember your sister, Lauren, and also your mother, but also see the characters of Max and also Chloe. Thank you so much, Vince.
Thank you.
Life.Style.Live. Life.Style.Live.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Life.Style.Live podcast. Thank you for listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And connect for even more on Facebook and at Life.Style.Live.tv.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your